So here is what we were doing in our September Creative Monthly Shoot tutorial in the Creative Photography membership. We did a Petal Bikini theme and an evening water pool shoot in our back garden. In part 1 of the tutorial, I show you how I made the Petal Bikini. Of course, you don't have to do this, you could use an ordinary bikini or a dress or whatever you like. But if you want to make the Petal Bikini, I show you step by step how I do it. I can't sew, so I did it in a very simple and easy way, and it took me less than an hour and a half. In part 2 of the shoot, we look at how I set up the pool, where I get my pool from, where I got my fabric from, what fabric I chose and why, how I layered it, what decorations I put in my pool and why, because I want to get a really interesting textured result in my end photo.
Mommy!
What?
That is yucky!
My pool is yucky.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, Nathan.
I'll show you some tips and tricks just to make the model really comfortable so she gives her best performance. This was our beautiful model Taylor, and she was awesome in this shoot. We'll discuss how you can do this natural light if you prefer, but I'll be showing you my lighting setup, and I use a very cheap lighting setup for my constant light, and I use my normal off-camera flash. We'll also be discussing safety and combining lighting with a water shoot. Once Taylor was in the pool, I put the remaining petals in the water. I wanted a kind of American Beauty effect so that the bikini and the set blended together and it all looked like it was one story, one picture. I was really pleased that the bikini petals kept their shape when they were wet. I had this horrible feeling before the shoot that perhaps they would go all soggy and just look really flat and weird, but they held their shapes. Posing in a shoot like this is really important, and so it's important to create curves, and I was really trying to direct Taylor in this shoot to create more curves in her body. Lines are very important to me because I'm an ex-dancer, so body shape is something that I'm really conscious of in shoots. One of the most important things with this shoot involving water is it's going to be cold for the model, so keep her out the water as long as possible. Just make sure you plan the shoot, tell her what's going on, and only get her in the water once you're all set up, you've got your lighting right, and you're ready to start shooting. Right at the end of the shoot, we did bring out the fairy lights. I loved playing with these as it was getting dark. In part 3, we look at my raw images in Lightroom, we discuss what worked and what didn't work, and we discuss some editing tricks like bringing back detail and lifting shadows.